friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you a process video and little tutorial of these rosettes that I have made. So what you're going to need is cut 2 strips of paper to 12 by 1¼ inches. I'm making 2 different rosettes here, so I'm cutting out 4 strips, 2 for each rosette. And then you're going to take your scoreboard and score at every 1/2 inch. So the paper is 12 by 1¼ and you're scoring at every 1/2 inch. And I would recommend doing a pretty deep score line and maybe going over it a few times. I kind of regret not doing that because you're going to be folding it like a fan afterwards, and you need to be able to fold it properly. But if you know you don't, it still will work out, but that's just a tip. So it's kind of hard to see here, and I apologize for that, but what I'm doing is I'm folding it like a fan. It doesn't super matter which way, but I'm folding it like back and forth like you would when you're a kid making a little fan. And then I just used a punch. You can just cut a circle out yourself. You don't have to have a punch, but it just makes it easier, of just some old cardstock paper, because that's going to adhere everything together. So I use hot glue because it's really strong and it works well. So I recommend using that unless you have a different kind of wet glue that's very strong. And you're going to glue both of the strips of paper together. So this can be a little bit of a tricky part, the next step, but what you're going to do is you're going to kind of flatten it and use those circle pieces to almost sandwich it together. So it can be a little challenging. Fiddle around with it, figure out if it's easier for you to put the glue on the rosette itself or the glue on the circle. I put a heavy object on top to help it, but it does take some fiddling around. It might be kind of tedious, but I promise in the end it'll look really pretty, so hopefully it's worth it for you. I did want to say this is for the Wild Hare kits for February 2019. I have this gorgeous kit that I'm very excited about. I was pushing my cat away because I did not want her blocking the view. So if you want to check out the information or how to get your own kit, I'll put the information down below. I also will be writing a blog post about this, so if you're interested in reading step-by-step how to do it, I'll post the link to the blog below, and you can read step-by-step with pictures on how to make these rosettes yourself if the video wasn't helpful enough. So you can go there if you would like to see. And now I'm using the gorgeous ephemera pack from Dear Lizzie New Day, I think it's called. And I'm just holding my rosette there because the glue is still drying. And it takes a minute for the glue to dry and hold it together. And like I said, it might take a few times to fiddle around with it. So just do your best and be patient and take the time for it. For a tip that I found was that it was easier to kind of do all the steps of cutting the paper all in one chunk, and then score all of the papers at the same time, and then fold all the papers. So then you can just, in the end, have the decorating to do last and have fun with that. So, now I'm decorating, and I'm doing it pretty simply. I'm not doing anything fancy. You can see that one there. I just simply put a butterfly on it. And I was trying to show you there that I did use some fun foam to put behind it, so that it gives it a little bit of height. I did that a lot in the top. You can see in the top right, I did that one there. That one I made for the tutorial for the blog. So that's why it's already made without a video. But if you want to see how that one's made, like I said, you can look at the blog. And I'm just making these 2 on camera. I did use a lot of foam on basically all of them. This little round piece was perfect for this. I really liked the way that looked. And then I'm going to use some foam for this as well. And I do use hot glue just so that it's all secure and stays well, because sometimes, especially for something big, big like this, it's hard to, it doesn't always necessarily stay with just regular adhesive, because it gets, tumbled around a lot and stuff in Happy Meal. So anyway, here it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. All the links are down below. Bye-bye.